What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at yet another season of Blue Exorcist, and today we're taking a look at season 4. Like, this motherfucker who's making Blue Exorcist is pumping this shit out fucking extremely quickly. Like, they went from a 4 to 5 year break to, like, uploading, like, 2 seasons a year. Like, this is getting kind of out of hand, not gonna lie. I do love Blue Exorcist. It is a great anime, one of my favorites, one of the originals, like one of the first few animes that I ever watched. But this is getting ridiculous with how often they're pumping this shit out nowadays. I'm struggling to keep up. I didn't even know this one got released yet. It is insane how fast they're going. But without any further delay, let's get into the story of this season. So it does pick up right from where Rino Kumara goes through the door. He got the key, which is the time traveling key, which lets him go to wherever he wants to go, so he can check out his mother and father and their story, so then he can use what he learns to take that to help Yukio later on. So the story isn't actually about Rin. He's hidden in the background watching things from afar, and the story is all about his mum and how his mum grows up. She was poor, living in the slums and living in this abandoned warehouse, playing with this blue flame, which was Satan, who finally possesses a body after like 15 years. Her parents die, and she meets a new friend, which isn't really that kind, which is Rino Kumara's like stepdad, like sort of carer dad. He thinks he's his dad, the old man, and they don't get along. The old man is a kind of a like a fuckboy. He'll literally just go off, get with a girl, have a shag, then straight on to the next girl. Kind of very cheap, scummy stuff to do, but like he was living the high life, to be fair, earning all that money because he was a child prodigy. But he was also one of the first test subjects that was done to give Lucifer a body, which is fucking insane. The lore and the story thickens, and we have them growing up learning to be exorcists, and then Satan gets a body, and Satan is all like chill. He's like a toddler, he's like a baby, but then he learns and gets smart, and then holds like Area 13 under his control until the girl, Rin's mum, is like, "I'll love you forever and I'll stay with you if you just leave." So he dips. He's like, "Fair enough, love you. Let's go." So they leave, and they actually get captured and caught, and then Satan tries to steal another body by force. She gives birth to Rin and Yukio. Rin is a little fucking demon killing everybody. Yukio is a little whiny bitch. We see them as children growing up. She dies in the snow when the old man saves her and takes her out to his hideout. He then tries to give the babies back to the purple haired demon, I forget his name, and then he's like, fuck you, you've succumbed to a demon, so that's our deal, so you gotta like work for me now. So he then has to look after these kids, and then Rin is like, holy shit, me thinking that I should have never been born is such a fucking like, that's my wrong attitude. I shouldn't have that attitude. It's a wrong way of thinking, because like my mum and my dad have been working so hard to keep me alive and to let me survive, so I should be trying to do the same, and I should be using the gift that they gave me. And then he goes to save Yukio, and that's where the season ends. Honestly, I wasn't really a huge fan of this season. I was quite bored. It didn't really have any of the old characters in it. It was 100% focusing on the past. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care for like this whole story. And Rin's lesson that he learned from this story was that he should just appreciate his life, and his life is a gift. And that wasn't really a lesson he needed a full season to learn, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this was a waste of a season, because it did really feel like it drags. Like, it gave us so much character drama for these two characters, and it was really sad when they died, and there was some really moving moments throughout this series, and I do think that is because we got to spend so much time with these characters that we haven't really seen or spent a lot of time with in the show up until now. But it kind of leaves a lot to be desired, because we have half an episode which follows Shiemi, and she gets kidnapped by the Vatican and then like made to go into this like cult thing, and then she sees Rin, but then Rin disappears, and that's it. That's like her entire thing. That's the only time we see any of the older characters, and it's like, the fuck? What are the Vatican doing? Why are they kidnapping Shiemi? You can't just dump that on us within like half an episode and then never touch on it again. Like, they dropped that shit in like episode 6 or 7. That shit was halfway through the season. They just like ignored it for the rest of the season. I think that is unacceptable. You can't just drop a law bomb like that on us and then fucking leave like nothing happened. Like, they just throw it in at random. It's like they're throwing shit at a board and seeing what stuck. Like, there was no need to put that in here. Why was that here? Like, the fuck? Like, it gave Rin the strength to like continue his journey through the past and to not let his demon side take over, because like Shiemi kissed him. The fuck? Shiemi also finally fucking realized that she is in love with Rin Okumura. Only took her 3 seasons, I'm gonna be honest. It's about fucking time. It was clearly obvious, and they were starting to drag it out a little bit, so I'm glad that they finally cleared that up and gave that an answer. Voice acting, as usual, was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It's good voice acting. Animation, still not the keenest on it, but it is growing on me, and I am getting more used to it as I'm watching. I still don't think it's the best animation style, but I have grown a little bit more accustomed to it than when they made the abrupt change in season 3 of this season. And Demon Baby Rin was fucking ugly as shit. I did not like that baby. And I would have kicked that baby, not gonna lie. That is a baby that I would have kicked, because it is a weird little baby who was very, very ominous. But, yeah, there isn't much else to say with this season, because, like, there's not a lot to talk about. There's just... like, it just went off on a right tangent with characters that I don't care about, and like, they got me attached to this Rick character with red hair, and I thought that he was going to be like an important character going into like season like 6, because obviously like they've introduced him here, and we did get to see a couple of other characters that we are familiar with as children and in younger form. So I'm like, okay, so Rick's gonna be a pretty interesting character to see how he's grown up. And then he gets fucking murked. He gets fucking murked by Lucifer, and that really upset me. I was genuinely really upset that he got murked, because he was a really cool character, one of my favorites. I did really enjoy the character, and I'm really genuinely upset that he did die. I am genuinely upset that he did die. Like, I am very upset. He was a good character, great character design, and he's also voiced by Dr. Stone. He got fucking married. We didn't get to see the outcome. We didn't get to see the reaction of his wife. We don't really get to see his wife all too much in the series, which is a missed opportunity, is something that they could have explored a little bit, or even just talked about or shown, just to add a little bit more impact, because they blow him up with light, and then never speak about him again. And then never speak about him again. That is it. They blow him up with light. And I'm kind of upset by that. Like, he was such a good character. He did nothing wrong. He was always there for Rin's mum, and bada bing, bada boom. All right, fuck him off. Blow him up with light. Apparently he's a character that we just can't have in the future, which is very, very upsetting. The visuals were quite cool, like the colors on the demons and like Lucifer and Satan with their decaying corpses and like their demon modes looked clean as all hell. And when they were possessing people, I just liked like the design change. It was always subtle, but it was really cool. And I do just like the demon look of the I don't know how to put it, the demon look of the demons, like with the 2 fire horns and like the fire coming out of the mouth and the fire on the end of the tail. It is so simple, but I think it works. I think it does really work for this one, and it looks really clean. And that's pretty much it. We don't really see a whole lot else from any of the other characters, and there isn't a whole lot else to really mention. Like, they just throw in a load of new characters, try and give us a little bit of backstory, and again, I don't think it was worth a full season. I feel like maybe half a season could have worked, but it has left it on a pretty big cliffhanger, ready for Rin and Yukio to sort of get into a little bit of a scrap, maybe forgive each other, just get into it a little bit. But I don't think this is the best season of Blue Exorcist ever. Probably important for the story going forward, but just not my cup of tea and not something that I was really into going into this one. So yeah, I am going to give this one a pretty bit of a low score, like a 7 out of 10, compared to the other seasons that we have seen from Blue Exorcist. It's just not there. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you do like this season, why you like this season. But yeah, I don't really have a lot else to say, so I hope you all did enjoy. I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. I'll see you all in the next one. If you do want me to review any other animes, TV shows, or movies, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll get on it as quickly as possible for you guys. But I do upload like a film, anime, TV show, game review every single day. It'll be one of the many categories I just listed, so there's always something for you to watch, so it would be really meaningful and really appreciated if you could go and watch another one of my videos, because that means to YouTube that my videos are worth watching. But yeah, bye bye.